Hello, this is Princess Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. For you, the viewer, it's been maybe a couple of weeks between episodes, but for me, the player, it's been months. Yeah, I had to do one of those where I pre-recorded like half the game. Sorry about that. Anyway, in the last episodes, we had a lot happen. We got some big story reveals. We got an upgraded Monado, which I guess I can now show off officially. All sorts of stuff happened. So yeah, this is a Monado 2. It comes with 3 empty slots. It's the most powerful weapon Shulk can get in the game, especially with 3 slots. So, let's see. Not that. Actually, yes, that. Let's see, double attack, I think, if I recall correctly, okay, well, it doesn't say, but I think what that means is that you have a chance of attacking twice per auto attack, which could be useful. Night vision, I think, improves accuracy during the nighttime. Let's see. First attack plus, I'm not too interested in. Agility down, I'm not too interested in. Strength up is always good for obvious reasons. Let's stick one of the strength up. Let's stick one of the strength up 3s that I have on the sky cap on Shulk. Just for now. The reason is I plan on stick one of those on there. I plan on moving Melia's glasses onto Shulk while Melia's out of the party. I don't think I'm gonna go full on. I don't think I'm gonna go full on Ether Up. Although I could if I want. Yeah, I don't actually have enough to go full on Ether Up. Well, I mean, I could remove it from other people's equipment, but that gets a little confusing sometimes. Anyway. As you might be able to tell, there's a ton of side quests we have to do here that I'm going to ignore for now, because why not? No, it's because where we're going, there's even more side quests, so yeah. I figure I might as well do them all in one big group, although I'm going to hate myself for that later.
We will need to traverse Sword Valley if we wish to reach Galahad Fortress.
If Colony 6 were in better shape, we could have taken a pod from there. How are we getting there?
We will take the path down from the Bionis right arm. Sword Valley is where the arm meets the Mechonis sword.
Aha! So that's our route.
As I said earlier, it is a snow-covered mountain range, and you should expect a tough climb. Are we all ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Quite. First, we will head through Machna Forest. This short-range pod will be our transport. All aboard, people.
Alright, looks like we have our destination, Valak Mountain via Machna Forest.
Yes?
By the way, this is the reason why I told you earlier when we were running around Machna Forest why you can't... Actually, did I edit that out? I might have edited that out. That might have been in a side quest episode. Regardless, this is why you couldn't have cleared Machna Forest earlier, is because there was an area that's sealed off until we get to this part of the plot. Pod landing site. Accurate. But anyway, if we quickly take a dip right back here, just to show this off, because I think this is another location. Yeah, right over there. You see this broken bridge? Okay, no, it's not another location, but I think this quest actually has something to do with that broken bridge. We'll be talking about that quest later, but for right now, you can't get to any other area of Machna Forest through this area, and vice versa. if you want to get there, you have to teleport or skip travel. It's not actually teleportation, it is just skipping the travel. So like, pretty high key, what they're actually doing is like going all the way back to the transport, going all the way back to Aerith Sea, going all no. Actually, yeah, how do they get from Aerith Sea to Magna Forest? Well, you know what, I won't pretend I understand the finer points of skip traveling. You can already see your destination right up ahead. It is, in fact, Suelo or Luga. No, I'm just kidding. It's the icy mountain right ahead. Now, you probably are wondering at this point, why is it that there's only one icy area mountain range up this high? I would have thought with the altitude, everything would have been really, really hot. And that's not a terrible thought to have. From what I recall, though, Valak Mountain, the right arm of the Bionis, is actually in the Bionis' shadow. If you recall, the sun is not like a moving thing, it's just a stationary point. So Valak Mountain is pretty much always somewhere in Bionis' shadow, which is why it's cold, because it never gets the heat from the sun. Or rarely gets the heat from the sun. And it makes sense when you think about it. I think it was Choga Conroy who first suggested that. Anyway, I just wanted to take a really quick dip down here to King Agni's tomb. We'll be back here later. It's part of a side quest. I just thought I might as well just explore it now. I don't think that's everything. No, I don't think it is. For one, we actually missed Great Magna Falls, which is my fault. And for another, it's impossible to clear it. Even now, you have to do a side quest in order to get every location. So yeah, I'll be taking care of that later, in the next side quest episode probably. Even though I can't say I'm really looking forward to it myself. It's gonna be a long one, viewers. There's like, I don't know how many, but like a ridiculous number of quests to do in Alchemoth alone, and it's only going to get worse once we head into Valak Mountain, because there's even more side quests in here.
Zanza is not dead. I feel it. Our tragedy unfolds once again.
Lady Maynard. Does that mean...
Indeed, I do not doubt that Egil too is aware. However, why free the Monado? Zanza must realize it is now a double-edged sword. And what reason could he have for choosing the boy? What is this? I am experiencing feelings for the boy.
Lady Maynard.
Vinaya, your swift repairs are appreciated.
Thank you.
I wish to see that boy again. To meet with the one who wields the Monado.
The boy? But my lady, is that not...
Is Egil aware of my reawakening?
He is not. As my lady wished, he knows nothing.
Then, there is no need to worry. I shall meet the boy. Besides, the Monado will draw him to me.
Flying off without me, huh? I know you from somewhere. Of course, I remember you. You're Jungburn's little sister.
I could go for a hot cup of Dixon's home brew right about now. We're not built for this cold.
It is to be expected. This climate is as different to your home as it gets. It only snows this high up on the Bionis.
Ricky hate cold.
This can't be nice for Ricky. He's from Matna.
A little further down is Sword Valley, right?
Yes, but before then I must show you something.
Me?
You, Shulk. Do you not see? That tall formation that looks like a tower? Ruins, to be precise.
Ricky see it? Bigger than Big Tree in Village.
We can rest there. I'll explain everything then.
Alright, so this is Valak Mountain. I almost said Machina something or other. That would have been a big mistake. Whoopsie! Anyway, let's see. I think the merchant here also sells sky gear. Not that. Yeah. Oh, no. Jail gear. Sorry. Yeah. It's not apparently as good as sky gear, so that's something you gotta keep in mind, but it's still pretty decent. More importantly, for everyone, they also sell weaponry, which is useful, but don't spend your money right now. Just trust me on that one. You want to keep your money for later. I'll explain why, but yeah, you don't want to buy weapons right now. If you want to buy armor, just go back to Alchemoth and buy the sky gear for everyone. It's, well, depending on who's everyone. Actually, that's a good question. Do they have medium or heavy armor? It is around this point in the game where Rhine starts to benefit more from heavy armor. The reason being that Rhine's agility just isn't going to keep up anymore. We already own one of these, but they're apparently not stronger. Okay, there we go. Yes, like I was saying, it's about this point where Rhine starts benefiting from medium armor just because his agility is so poor, he won't really benefit from light armor that much anymore. Then anyway, as I was going to talk about later, but I guess I'll talk about now, you may have noticed that daytime Valak Mountain isn't that great. It's kind of like cold and blue, but once it hits nighttime, the crystals start glowing. And now you get this really, really lovely orange color. I personally prefer Valak Mountain's day theme to Valak Mountain's night theme, but I prefer the appearance of the night to the appearance of the day, so I guess it really do just be that way sometimes. Now ordinarily I'd be heading straight for the destination, but there's something I want to show off just because of how good it is. That I think is the nicest word I can use for it. Oh no, I'm kidding. It's horrible and I love it. Well, I guess we're under attack. These are Lophos Moromoras. I think these are like basically the same family as Lias. And basically they're flying enemies, so once again, can't really be broken, which is unfortunate and annoying. It looks like Ryan got toppled. I think I want to switch someone out for Ricky, actually, probably. Ice Meteor 3. That doesn't look too good. And it inflicts chill. That's pretty powerful. I don't think I have Shield 3. I apparently have Shield 3. But also, yeah, I need this fat Shadow Eye right now. Now we can cut it from behind. We just got the achievement clearing the air. But yeah, I definitely want Ricky in the party, not Ryan. We need the healing. It just straight up. I also want to take a quick look at my arts and skills. Okay, we do. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade shield, like, at least to level 6. Just in case. I don't think we're going to run into too many talent arts that are higher than 6 in the foreseeable future. Like, basically from here on out, the highest talent gauge we're going to see, or the highest talent art we're going to see is, like, 6 or 7 until, like, the end of the game, where super bosses start getting 10. I'm not even sure if we're going to see 6 or 7, to be honest. But, you know, it's always nice to be prepared. I also want to improve Purge, because we want that effect time up. I'll handle everyone else's upgraded arts later, probably not now. Yeah, we also probably want a few levels of enchant, just because I know what's coming up ahead. But anyway, I'll handle everyone's arts in just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I redid everyone's arts just now. A few people learned a few things. Ricky now has Burninate, which is an AoE in a circle around him that inflicts the Blaze status effect. Obviously good for obvious reasons. Probably going to keep that instead of Freezinate for a little bit. Although, actually... Actually, yeah. Sorry, why don't I just set... Yeah, I'm going to set Freezinate instead of Lurgy, actually. So, yeah, we have that. He also learned Tantrum, which is just Stream Edge. Let's see. Dunban, I don't think learned... Oh, he did learn something new. He has Soaring Tempest now, which is kind of like Ryan's War Swing, but I think with a smaller range. Charlotte, nothing's really changed. Ryan now has Lariat, which is a fan shape in front that fuels his talent gauge a little bit, so he now has even more physical attacks. Melia, not really changed. She does have Starlight Kick now, which if used after Spear Break is a force to topple. So Spear Break into Starlight Kick is a pretty good combo, but it takes up an art slot that I could use for an elemental that I really like. But anyway, I'm going to continue heading this way, but I'm going to be a little quiet for a bit so you can hear the music here. Or, you know, we could have a vision. Yep. Speaking of Colony 6 reconstruction, that's something else that's going to happen in the next side quest video too, because we're getting to a point where we can upgrade all of the facilities to level 2. So unfortunately, even though I did tell you to save your money, you might not actually have enough to buy things coming up soon. But anyway, you may notice that there's this little climb icon. You can go ahead and climb up it. It doesn't look like you can climb up it, but you can. So, yeah, it's a little hard to tell, but it's a climbable wall. There we go. Made it. So yeah, it's a really nice peaceful area. I'm not sure how I feel about this area in comparison to Tantal. I think I actually do like Tantal a little bit better just because of the music there, but Valak Mountain will always have a nice special place in my heart. Having a mountain range along the arm is pretty interesting. I can't say that the snowy mountain range area is like that much of a unique concept, because it really isn't, but I don't know. Valak Mountain is always just a nice place to go. I do remember spending a lot of time here, but probably not for the right reasons. Anyway, this is Befell Your Pet Pedestal. I'm going to be back here for a side quest later, and I could have just shown it off to you during a side quest episode like I normally would, but where's the fun in that? And by where's the fun in that, I mean I don't get to show off this nonsense. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. It's time to demonstrate, viewers, just how the physics engine in this game works. There we go, there's that yeet I was looking for. Whee!
I'm sorry.
Talk about your terminal velocity. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show off, is how absolutely ridiculous the ice physics in this game are. And I really do mean ridiculous. Like, imagine if I had quick-step gems on, we would have flown way further. It's a lot of fun to play around with, honestly. But yeah, ice physics in this game basically amounts to rapidly increasing your velocity with little to no bound. So there you go. That's all I wanted to show off. I actually do want to fight you, so I find it interesting that we didn't get a vision about that this time. That hurt a lot, actually. Oh well. So yeah, you might notice that we're a tiny bit under-leveled, or at-leveled. Like, we're not crushingly overpowered like we have been for most of the first half of the game. And that's mostly just because I haven't been doing side quests like I tell you should. Ideally, what you should do is do all of the side quests in Alchemoth the moment you get there. All the side quests you can do, anyway. That's what you probably should do. The reason why I didn't is, one, because I knew what was coming up in the plot, and I really wanted to get there as soon as possible before I ran out of time to continue recording. Which it worked out in the end, because I managed to pump out all the way up to episode 41 before I ran out of episodes, and couldn't record because school and whatnot. So that worked out in the end, but I also didn't want to do the side quests early because some of them actually do require you going to Valak Mountain anyway, so that would at least help out with coverage here. Unfortunately, Valak Mountain is really weirdly laid out, and it's actually a little bit mazy, so bear with me for a bit. Because there's certain locations I am trying to discover before we make it all the way to the bottom. Not just because it makes it easier on myself, but because it's also like really handy to know where these things are ahead of time, because there are side quests that are in or around these areas. This is not one of those areas. Okay. Okay. We'll just continue on around here. There's so much to explore in this area. It's honestly ridiculous sometimes. Just probably part of the reason why I have such fond memories of it is because I probably spent hours here alone just looking around for everything. Because as much as I say, like, the daytime version isn't that interesting and unique, I mean, it's just gray crystals and stuff, and how the nighttime is pretty and all, like, overall, this is a really well-designed area in terms of, like, pure content to explore. Lots of different areas. We were taking the high road right now. If we were taking the low road, we would be attacked a lot, honestly, which probably would have been better for me in terms of experience, but oh well. I'm sure we won't get immediately wrecked by the boss. Let's head over this way. So many ways to go that, like, I feel like no two walkthroughs go the same way going down Valak Mountain. At least not for this first part. Not for upper level Valak. There's also the fact that there's a lot to do here in the end game too, so. Oh, we made it to Valak Peak for what that's worth. Oh, I know where we are. You see that pool that's like right up above our heads? There's something really hilarious you can do there if you took a different path. Yes, now we're getting into that part of the game. What are they called? Blah. You know what I meant. You could try challenging them, they'll kick your teeth in and kill you immediately. Oh, we made it back to daytime. And so now the enemies are shuffled around again. We've got some apices over here. I just want to collect this. This is a big deposit here. In case you haven't noticed, like, the later on in the game you get, the better the ether crystal deposits get. So, like, the pretty water crystals over here are really powerful compared to, like, some of the other crystals we've been getting earlier in the game. Like, pretty soon we'll actually be finding, like, 5th level gems just lying around. Or not 5th level gems, 5th level crystals in deposits just lying around. Maybe not pretty soon, but relatively soon. No, actually not even relatively soon. Pretty late, but later. Anyway, the benefits of traveling during the daytime include weaker monsters, and monsters that don't aggro on sound. And now we're back to the wintry theme. It is kind of an interesting contrast how we've gone through so much of the game with so many vibrant colors, and now we're getting into an area that's kind of like the opposite of that, where it's largely devoid of any. We could head up there, but there's nothing really up there for us right now, so I'm just going to ignore that path. Actually, we just came from that path, so there's really nothing up there for us. Oh yeah, we got Chilkins. They're like the Tirkins. Well, they are Tirkin. They're just the Valak Mountain variations, so they're Chilkin. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Where are we, anyway? We came up from up there, so we need to head north. Across the Bagnar snowfield. Yeah, so there are enemies everywhere. Fortunately, the Chilkin are not that tough, so... But I'd like to avoid them, because Tirkin are annoying. I could have sworn somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, and I'm thinking of somewhere we actually have to go through. There's a decent chance of that. Maybe I'm just a confused old man. Uh-oh.
I can't go on.
Okay, I'm back. After literally running all the way back down the mountain again. That was certainly annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And I am rather upset with myself for that, but, you know, sometimes these things happen. There is a certain area I want to get to before I end the episode today. Let's see. Okay, so we're at the Hollow Bones. I was literally steps away from a landmark. I am really upset with myself now. Okay. Over there, I want to point this guy out. If I can get close to him. Yeah, the Cessna Lexos. Those things are important for Colony 6 reconstruction. Just so you know. I wanted to point that out. But anyway, if you look through the Hollow Bone, you'll notice a little cave here marked with torches. You want to head there next. As always, a cave marked with torches means that this is the way you're supposed to go, because this is the way explorers marked it, of course. Because, you know, Ham's explorers have been up this way before. And now we're going to get another really good first-hand experience with the mechanics here. If you time that jump well, you'll make it into this little tube here. And I believe there's another jump to time here. Okay, no, I missed it. You'll land in a not bomb camp if you fail the time jump. There's a specific area above this area where if you time the jump better, you'll land in a different area where there's a unique monster waiting for you. Since you don't have to kill that unique monster yet, because I think it's part of a quest, I'm going to save that for later too. Anyway, there's another shop here. See if they sell anything different. It's a little weird to have two shops in the same area. Looks like they sell Brave gear, which doesn't seem to be very impressive. And they have Bedtime and Tantrum, which again I'm going to save my money on. Especially since neither of those are arts worth upgrading anyway. But yeah. So you do actually have to go through this area. I was mistaken on that front. Anyway, we've got an Ares over here, which I don't think we've ever seen this type of enemy before, so that's interesting. Now, over here we've got, if it'll show itself off, not Chilkin. Are you gonna show it off? Yeah, there you go. Nice little geyser over here. Nice little geyser. That'll launch you up into an area up on the upper level, but I don't want to go there yet. We just want to continue going down. This area has so much verticality to it, it's really actually quite impressive. I don't think we've had an area with this much, like an area and not like a village with this much verticality in the game. Not even Bionis leg. But to be fair, we are going down a really steep slope in terms of the Bionis arm, so... Anyway, we can keep going down here, and we're actually at the base of that spire we saw way earlier. So yeah, we're almost there. They're not gonna attack us. Let's collect some collectibles. Some delectable collectibles. And then we can head on in here. This doesn't look too good. Ah, okay, no, it's a little pathway over here. So yeah, we can head on in here. In the next episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. See you guys then.